Hi, my name is Joan Nobile. I'm a MFA graduate student at University of Buffalo in the Department of Media Study, and this is going to be my project for this year's Graduate Seminar 2 course. Now, originally we were supposed to have a live installation where we had physical objects and people were able to walk around and view them and put on together a physical art show. But unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic that's going on, things had to be drastically changed. A lot of my thesis focus is on online community and video games and how parasocial relationships work in the community with larger figures, looking at harassment of women in the community, things like that. I wanted to focus on something a little more positive. So in lieu of being able to do a physical installation, I thought, well, I work a lot with video games. Why don't I do something with video games? It makes sense to me. So this game that we're looking at right now is called House Flipper. I'm playing it on the PC, and it's a game similar to any sort of HGTV shows that you may have watched. So your Fixer Uppers, your Good Bones, Property Brothers, etc. You buy a decrepit house and you essentially flip it. You clean it up, you add rooms, you take away rooms, you add furniture, and then you sell it to whomever wants to do it. It's a fun little time waster game. And I thought, you know what would be kind of interesting, instead of doing the physical art installation, is if I was able to showcase some of my work virtually. So what I did was I bought this house in-game, obviously using, in-game money, not real money. I fixed it up, and I decided to make a little art gallery showcasing some of my glitch art and glitch photography. So if you don't mind indulging me for just a moment, let's go on in and take a look at what I've done. So as soon as you enter the gallery, you see a hallway leading to some work, and I tried to make it as close to what I thought a small suburban art gallery would look like. So you come in, you can leave your coat and and any other accoutrements you'd want here. Don't mind the laptop. This is part of the game feature. You need this in order to go back and forth and do house flipping jobs. So that's not part of the gallery. If you come over here, you can walk into this little cafe area that I set up. These are a couple of very loose sketch drawings that I've done. I thought they'd add a little bit of coziness to it. This little area is called the Witch's Brew. So you can, eat food, get some coffee, things like that. Little sitting area, kind of fun. And then as soon as you come in here, you start to see some of my work. None of these pieces have names just yet. I haven't gotten that far, but a lot of them are just pieces of either video game photography, like I've done here with the game Fallout 76, or pieces that I've done while out and about in the real world, taken with my iPhone. I've tried to design the rooms looking at both how space would be incorporated in the virtual and in real life. So you'll notice that I have very minimal decorations because I really want the emphasis to be on the art pieces themselves, but I also tried to decorate it as how I would see gallery spaces work in real life. So for example, we've got, a little plant decoration, a couple of benches the way people could sit on, and enough room so that if you were to physically walk in the space, it would be conducive to that, as well as if you were to use this in game, and you could do that as well. A couple of more pieces here. This was my first, this was the first piece that I ever done using glitch photography. I was really inspired by the You Are Beautiful sticker trend that was going on a couple of years ago. And I really wish that trend was still going on, quite frankly. But I was really inspired, and some of my favorite colors are on the cooler spectrum. So your purples, your blacks, your dark blues, etc. So I was inspired to put this piece together with You Were Beautiful, and I really thought it was just a fun message that people need to keep in mind. We'll head on to the big room in just a moment. This was a picture that was taken from an aquarium, believe it or not. These are highlights of some of my favorite pieces, and again, you could see very minimal decorations, but enough to think that I think it would simulate an art gallery space as much as one can. And if you go over here, there's even a little restroom area so that patrons can go and do what they have to do, just in case. And then you come over into the large space here, and again, you know, very simple benches, a couple of plants, nothing to really take away from the artwork itself. I absolutely love glitch photography. I like seeing the beauty in error, as pretentious, I suppose, as that sounds. As somebody who has been obese my entire life, I always wanted to see things that were beyond what was the normal perceptions of what beautiful is. And the idea of finding beauty in either abstract line pieces like this or in glitch photography where you're just trying to take a picture of a fish and then it comes out distorted and fun and kind of funky. I see something very positive in that you can find beauty no matter where you look, no matter how absurd or distorted it might be, which I think is why it's such a big draw for me. And finally, the last room. This isn't glitch so much, but it's definitely some abstract work that I've done. I just took a picture and then I digitized it a bit so it came out as cubes instead of actual pixels. Some more, and then this is one of my favorite pieces. I was spending some time with friends on a beach a few summers ago, and the original picture was just her sitting there in front of the trees, and I was able to do a couple of duplications and some stretching, and I really, really enjoy how this piece came out quite a bit. It's one of my favorites. And then just for fun, I thought it'd be interesting, you know, this is sort of a suburban art gallery, people would want spaces to mingle and all that, so I added a little seating area outside where people could talk and shoot the breeze, as well as adding some flowers and some very, you know, like I said, small decorations that give a little more life to a virtual space, including this little sitting area gazebo outside. All of these features, the flowers, the gazebos, the furniture, etc., they're all in-game items that the game provides for you. All I've done was clean the house, mess with the floor plan for the house a bit, repaint the walls, and then I added my own art. So all the art pieces that you see here are my own original pieces. Oh, and I almost forgot this room. I had made a video installation called See Me the Modern Venus, and it's meant to be experienced very similar to this. One person goes in alone, and then you watch the video. It's about 5 minutes long. And you walk away kind of with your own experiences on body image, on obesity, and on treatment of people with that comorbidity. So I wanted to recreate what that particular installation would look like virtually. So again, a little self-indulgent perhaps, but it's something that I thought would be a nice little touch. So that is about it. This is my House Flipper art gallery. I really hope you enjoyed it. I would have loved to have done some more installation work physically, but again, due to the pandemic, it wasn't an option for me. I do hope you enjoy it. I'd love to know your comments and any suggestions that you might have going forward. I'm looking forward to doing more work on video games in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye.